Sei un po' più nervoso? Stanco?
Sei nervoso?
Oh, schizofrenia. Via. Sì, lo so.
He's a
3,
chicken.
2, 1.
It doesn't matter. Mi ricordo perché non l'ho ascoltata molto la canzone.
3. Sì, prego. Prego. Sì.
Stiamo recitando qua.
Ah,
Sì.
scusatemi, faccio in fretta, scusatemi.
Ciao. Grazie.
Why, hello. It's been about a year since my past short film, which was Kane, the Scarlet Spider. I'm going to be doing a series called My Films Explained. After every film that I release, I'm going to be doing a video behind the scenes to explain what went into the process, what I like about the film, and what I don't. 1 year is a long time to not be producing content. I've had a lot been going on in my life, college decisions. This is my last year of high school. I'm going to be going back to the United States. Yeah, a lot has been going on in my personal life, but I'm so excited to be getting back to directing, producing, and working on these little nuggets of content. I've also grown a beard in the past 3 weeks, which is not widely accepted by my friend group. Okay, La Panchina. This is the project I've been working on for the past few weeks. 2.5 minute short film done completely in Italian. And that's because I've been living in Italy here for the past 7.5 years. Usually I do all my projects in English, but I'm fluent-ish in Italian, so I decided to have a shot at doing it in that language. I worked with a friend of mine to correctly convert my vision into an accurate translation of Italian, and I think it turned out pretty good. It's a nice story. It basically reflects my decision of transferring back to the United States. Basically, you find out that the first boy has this conflict of moving to Australia to start his life, and the other boy, he basically just poofs out of nowhere. In the beginning, you see the first boy just looking straight on, looking a little nervous, and then out of nowhere, there's this voice. The first boy looks to his right, and there appears this other character, Luca. And Luca is basically the guardian angel / inner thoughts character. And Mattia is basically reflecting me moving back to the States. So I thought overall this film would be a nice commentary on what's going on in my personal life. So now I'm going to go over what I think I did wrong and what I did right in the making of this film. The first thing I'd say would be location. I had this really cool location picked out with a bench, some flowers nearby, running water. I would have gotten some really nice bokeh. But unfortunately, the area was occupied on the day of our shoot. I had anxiety about asking the person sitting on the bench to move. I probably should have had more courage. Next thing is camera operation, specifically focus. I used autofocus throughout the entirety of shooting the film. I should have been using manual focus. And this basically resulted in some parts of the shots, the characters being out of focus. Other settings I'd say would be the aperture. I shot at f/22 for some specific shots where you see both of the characters together, and I feel like I didn't put my settings correct to get the best shot I wanted, because you can see that it's just not as crisp as those close-up shots, and it seems like it might be a little out of focus too. The last thing I'd say, possibly maybe the most important, would be audio. So on shoot day, I was standing maybe 5 to 7 feet away with microphone in hand. It was my impression that the actors' voices would not travel to the microphone because of how far away I was standing. So I took the approach of recording everything and just worrying about dubbing over the audio later. That was not a good decision. I had done a test with the microphone on shoot day, I thought that it didn't sound loud enough or it sounded bad. I re-listened to it after I got home and it sounded perfectly fine. That was mainly my fault for not bringing a set of headphones. So we should have been recording through the microphone as we were shooting on that day. So fast forward to less than a week ago, we got together again and we made our best attempt at dubbing over the video. I feel like there are a number of issues with how I dubbed over the audio. The actor from Mattia held his microphone like right here. I should have had both of them put the microphone at a good distance from them. And that just resulted in some unlevel audio at times. I tried to fix it in post. So now I'm going to go over what I actually enjoy about making this film and the message behind it. So this film was basically born over 2 years ago. I went through a number of scripts, and the script that I settled on about a month ago is completely different from the previous versions of the script. I changed the story completely. Originally, I was going to have it over the course of like 4 days. These boys keep meeting up, and then they become friends at the end. But I sort of just turned it into a commentary of my personal anxiety of moving away next year. Part of me wishes that I could have stuck with the original idea. I feel like that would have been a longer and more enjoyable film. But I'm glad I was able to put my personal feelings to a screen, and I'm really glad that I was able to make that happen. I absolutely enjoyed working with the actors. They are two close personal friends of mine that I went to middle school with, and we still keep in touch. They're great guys. Niccolò and Francesco are Mattia and Luca. We've been trying to make this film for over half a year, and I think the result is not too shabby. I really enjoyed making it. Despite the mistakes I made throughout the production of this project, I can take those mistakes and I can learn from them, and I'll be able to be more cautious on my next project. I really enjoy videography. I'm trying to make it into a career. I know I'm not at the point in my abilities right now to make it into a career, but I'm learning, I'm producing, and I'm just putting out fun content out there that I really enjoy. Alright, that's going to conclude the first episode in my series, My Films Explained. This episode was on La Panchina, my first Italian short film, and my third ever film that I've put out on my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this little commentary behind the film. I absolutely cannot wait to be producing more content on the channel. And thanks for supporting me. See you around. I need to shave my beard.